how you performed in that fourth
Yeah,
quarter.
yeah, we did nothing. I kind of go back a little bit on offense. We got to do something on offense. And we just, if everything's not lined up just right, we just have a hard time making plays. And, then momentum will swing hard, put pressure on our defense. We're in the red zone a couple times, get knocked back, going backwards. We have to kick a long field goal that we miss. And first half, we can't make a couple plays on the ball that I think would have given us some points. So we just, we got to figure out how to finish.
Can it weigh on a team mentally when, even though you're up 2 scores at halftime, you left a certain amount of points on the field and could have been up more?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they felt okay about how things were going. We just, they went out and executed better than we did, finished better than we did, in the second half. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Was that the biggest difference then from the first half to the second half?
In terms of?
The success you had in the first half and not just the
Well, we'll put the tape on and see what it was. But, we were mixing it up pretty good in the first half with the running and passing. We still had some things open that we didn't make plays on. But in the second half, we didn't do anything as well. And I think that kind of starts a little bit with the run game. We didn't run the ball as well, so now we're kind of on our heels throwing it a lot. And we had chances, but we didn't make the plays to sustain anything.
Did you maybe think you were beyond some of that with the offense at this point? Some of those detailed things that you were talking about?
I thought we would have played better. We had chances. Some of the chances that we had, I thought we could have made some of those plays. But, obviously we're not. That's the bottom line.
Just the most frustrating game considering what it would have meant to win this one.
Yeah, I think they're all really frustrating. I really do. And, I think you keep working and they play hard, and I think it's really frustrating to them. It's frustrating to all of us. But it comes down to we got to execute better. I mean, they keep playing hard, but that's not going to be enough. And so now it comes to getting over the hump to be able to execute and make plays. And when they do that, we'll spark ourselves, we'll get energized, we'll play with emotion down the stretch. But that's what we got to be able to do. It kind of starts a little bit in the red zone. We get down there and not great there, and so we just we got to continue to build skill. I think it's just so many of these young guys, we're just a little bit inconsistent, but some old guys too. We don't make plays, and gonna go from there.
You talked about making plays and the inconsistencies, but not catching deep balls and some drops have just really been killing you lately. What's going on with that?
Yeah, it's frustrating because you feel like everything has to be just perfect for us to kind of move the ball, like sustain things. All the boxes have to be checked. Protect. We're not there enough to create some things. It's not all perfectly lined up. The guys can go up and take a ball away. I think we had one of those today. Or break a tackle and throw a slant route and away we go. Those type of things. We saw a little bit a couple weeks ago. We had a little bit of that against Arizona. It was kind of changing the game when guys were making more plays. And it'll come.
Miles goes for 100 yards on his first 10 carries. They bottled it up pretty good after that.
Yep.
Did you see an adjustment on their end? Or?
No, I think they were kind of doing what they were doing. Put the tape on. They're a major pressure team, and our guys came out. We're blocking pretty good early on, and second half, I don't know. We'll put the tape on, and we're asking them to do some stuff that they weren't capable of doing. I don't know, but it's kind of the same kind of scheme. We have some answers for if they're going to bring this, we're going to run that. If they're going to bring this blitz, we're going to run that.
Is it the same thing in pass protection too?
No, I mean, pass protection, I think we knew where guys were coming from. I do, and I think that's part of the whole thing, is being able to ID their blitzers, and I think we are on that. But I think guys, some guys broke down.
You've lost your margin for error. Now you got to win your last 2 for
Yeah.
What makes you think the team will rise to that challenge?
I think I'm looking. It's like this is a good thing. We do no margin for error now. It's all chips in, and it's pressure on, and that's how it is. There's no leeway, and so I like it. I think maybe that's what we need. Maybe that extra boost, but maybe help us through practice a little bit in terms of not just you know, we're gonna have to it's gonna have to come in practice. We're gonna have to have a sense of urgency in practice. You know, to make these little detailed catches and throws and protection. The pocket needs to be a little bit better, and cutting guys off in the run game and all those different things. You know, we gotta wrap up all the time, not most of the time.
It's obviously everyone on offense needing to click together, but what does Jake need to do in those kind of pressure situations in the fourth quarter?
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe trying a little too hard
Yeah.
or forcing some
I
throws.
think so. I think so, and that'll come. You know, I want to put the tape on and look at it, but from my vantage point, you know, it's like just throw it away. You know, we'll live to fight another down, and you know, I think one of the interceptions we had, I think a little bit of a mix-up between he and the receiver. You know, exactly what was gonna curl it or break it in. So that comes back to us as coaches, making sure that they're completely on the same page. But yeah, a couple of those throws, it's like we don't need to hold for throws. We need to know we can make throws.
They had a couple of looks there where they isolated the safety, had him high. Was that something that you guys exploited that pretty well in some of the running game and stuff? Is that
Yeah.
something you want to continue or?
Well, yeah, and we had some of those receivers kind of running down the seams with them early on, and we didn't hit those. You know, we got to give our guys a chance to. I mean, Jake, he threw some really good balls, you know, and we threw. I don't know how many times we threw the ball, but
52.
Yeah, we threw it a lot, and so we knew we were going to do that. And you know, if we get a little more accurate and give our receivers maybe a little more chance on a couple of those, might change the game as well. But you know, he'll learn. He battles. The one thing is, I know that guy will learn. I know he'll get better from it.
Are you confident that that was the right approach, the right game plan to plan to throw it that many times?
I think so. We're still trying to run it. You saw what we did in the second half. So, you know, we don't want to get on our heels. We still need to run the ball effectively to be able to throw it. But yeah, I think, you know, we'll look at it. I mean, there's always calls that go back and analyze those.
You were missing Dwayne today. How much did that
Yeah.
impact?
You know, we got other guys. We do. We got guys who can step up and make plays. It always hurts to have guys that are, you know, starters, but we have some depth, and you know, we'll get Dwayne back here shortly. We'll go from there. But that's not why, you know, we didn't score any points in the second half.
It's not a serious season-ending type.
No.
All right. Got players waiting outside. If we get a minute.
Okay.